Hey, it's Paul Ingram back on my vlog channel here. It's been a while since I've posted on this channel, but I've been really giving it some thought, and I want to revive this channel and get back in the groove of making these vlogs because I really miss it and I really enjoy making videos like this. Years ago, when I was much younger, I used to try doing the whole journaling thing where, just kind of journaling in a notebook, but that method never really stuck for me. But over the years, what I found is I really enjoy making these types of videos, whether they're videos on martial arts, fitness, health, workout routines, and doing these types of vlog, daily activities, types of videos. I really enjoy it, and I look at this as my kind of journaling, right? More like video journaling. So I'm getting a little bit late start to the day. I'm on my way to go on an awesome hike. This morning I had to do some chores in the garden and I had to run some errands, but I kind of figured it's better late than never. So let's get on out to the trail and see what's going on today. All right, made it. It's actually pretty super close to my house. It's only about 30 minutes away or so, but this is one of my favorite hikes in the Shawnee National Forest. I would say it's in the top 3. I'm not used to it being so busy. I'm usually here like super early in the morning, like right around sunrise, when there's nobody out here. But like this to me is like busy right now. So I'm gonna go down on the bottom and hike the wilderness trail. And then at the end, we'll come back up here to the top by the observation trail for the epic views of the bluffs. This place has some of the coolest rock formations. Check these out. The main bluffs are, and that's where the people are. Most of them, they don't like to venture down here into the woods. always like stopping on that little bluff right there and doing a little bit of practice, you know, either some martial arts or whatever it is, you know, just do a little workout or something. Just a nice little peaceful spot. Good energy there. Which way? This way. Right or left? Which way? What do you think? Guess. Right or left? Oh, we're going left. Did you guess? Huh? Did you guess? Did you guess right or did you guess correct? All this beauty around me, you know, it just never gets old, you know. No matter how many times I walk this trail or what, it's always so amazing. And it's always different every single time. When you go for a hike, even in the same place, there's always something different, something new growing, something new that fell. You just never know, you know. Different time of season, different time of year. So lately, I've been thinking about this new philosophy on life. I don't really know where it came from. I don't know exactly how it entered into my brain or into my mind. But it's something that I've been taking on and experimenting with and really trying to live by to see how it functions. Maybe this is because earlier this month, I turned 40. I find that every, 5 or 6 years, there's like these certain age points that when we reach them, there's just like this automatic mental shift. There's no control over it. It's just something that automatically happens. And when I talk with other people, when I talk with like my cousins and family, friends, we all kind of agree on this with these mental shifts. And I think now that because I recently turned 40, there's another mental shift that was taking place. And years ago, for a long time, all through my 20s, all through my 30s, the mind frame was all about, finding what's my purpose, right? And you hear this a lot from personal development gurus and all that, right? Like you got to find your purpose and your destiny and all this stuff. That can lead to a lot of stress and anxiety. Let me flip my hat around. And, talking with different people, that could even lead to things like depression, like if you don't find your purpose, like what if you don't have a purpose, right? I mean, that fear of that kind of starts lingering in some people's brains, they're like, man, I don't know what my purpose is. I have no idea. Like, I don't know what I'm living for. I was not expecting that rock to move that much. That's why you train your martial arts and your balance, okay? Because the unexpected can happen at any unexpected time. But I think I might have come up with a better way to look at it instead of trying to stress over, trying to find what your purpose is. Because I don't know, like, is purpose something that you find? Is purpose something that you create? Maybe it's a little combination of both and they have to meet in the middle. The purpose can change, right? It can change over the years and over time, like our priorities certainly change. So is purpose really all that important? Or is there a better way to go about things? And I think there is. And I've been playing with this idea for about a year now. And I've definitely been noticing some changes. I've been able to improve my daily routine, been able to improve my daily habits. A lot of good has really come out of this. And what I've done is pretty much take the concept of purpose, right? And just throw it away for now. Maybe it'll come back in the future. I don't know. For now, just throw it away. And instead, take some time whether it's days, weeks, months, maybe a whole year, and think about, what do you really want out of this life? Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? And then start taking steps, little progressive steps, every day, every week, every month, and start living by that intention. Maybe just do a little bit. Maybe you want to start training in martial arts, or maybe you want to, get healthy again. Maybe you want to get your body back into shape. Maybe, there's something you want to do, clear up your mind, take on a new routine, eat healthier, right? There's so many, whatever it is to you that you want to do. What's an actionable step that you can start taking right now with intention, right? You could put intention into your daily existence. And when we think about purpose, we're thinking outward so much, right? Like, I have to do this, I have to achieve this, and this is going to do something, have some kind of effect, hopefully positive, on somebody or something else, right? Something external of myself. And then I'm supposed to feel rewarded out of this, right? I'm supposed to feel important. I'm supposed to feel like I have this thing called meaning to my life. But living with intention is more of, it kind of sounds more selfish. Maybe it is, but living with intention, right? You're looking more inward, and you're looking more at like taking ownership of your time, and like, this is my life. And if I want to help more people, I don't need a purpose to help more people. I just have to bring that into my intention of my daily routine, my daily habits, my daily thinking, right? And just live with that intention of, this is what I want to give to other people, right? This is what I want to give to myself. Maybe this is what I want to give back to the planet Earth. And this is what I want to give to other people in my community, in my family, my friends, my peers. And I find that when you're thinking about that, living with intention, it starts to take the stress off. It takes the anxiety off, because when you're living with intention, that's something that you can control, right? Like, you can control the decisions that you make all the time. You can't always control the consequence for the choices that you make, but you can control the choice, and you can kind of sit back and take a moment and think and ponder and kind of get a good foresight on what is the consequences likely going to be if I follow this decision. And you can really think about, is this a good decision? Is this something that is true to my path, true to what I want out of my life? And then you can take the appropriate calls to action to intently apply that in your day-to-day routine and habits. And I've been sharing this with some family and close friends over the last 2-3 months or so. And a lot of them have been like, man, I'm gonna adopt this, dude. I'm gonna experiment with that, and I'm gonna try it, and see how it works, see how it feels and stuff. Because everybody kind of has gone through this whole purpose thing, and some days it's kind of like, some days you're riding high with it and you're like, yeah, I know my purpose, and then something happens, or you wake up weird and you're just like, or maybe you ran out, maybe you ran out of inspiration, or you hit a dry spell in your creativity. Like, as a content creator, this happens. And then you start doubting yourself, oh man, maybe that wasn't my purpose if I'm running out. And if there's no progress, it's like if you run out of fuel in the tank, you can't make any more progress, right? And if you can't make progress, if you can't deliver on your promises and stuff to all these other people, delivering on this purpose that you set for yourself, that's really going out to others, then you start feeling like a failure, right? And that starts causing anxiety, maybe leading into depression and all that, because you just feel like, man, there's just nothing left in the tank. But with intention, right, you're like, you know what? I'm in a dry spell. That's all right. Let me still focus on the other aspects of what I want to do with my time in this life. And let me just focus over there. Let me put some, a little more intention and attention to that. And what I have been finding over the last year or so, that I've been trying to live this way with this kind of principle, this type of thinking, this living with intention, is that when I have a dry spell and I put that intention into something else, it all of a sudden, like, you know, the creativity comes back. And I think it's because I'm staying connected with my virtues, with what I value. I'm staying connected with what I believe in, you know, and I'm not drifting off in trying to satisfy others and external things with my choices and creativeness and all that stuff. So I don't know, just a little thought. Living with intention. You don't need a purpose, right? You don't need to be uber important to the entire world. You don't need to do anything super crazy like Alexander the Great, conquering the known world and all that. Like, this is your life. This is your time. What do you want out of it? Figure that out and then create actionable steps that you can start taking today and live every day by that intent. Intently put those steps into your routine and drive them into your habits. Maybe it's just a new way to go about things. But who knows? Maybe by living with intention, maybe you end up doing something pretty epic. You know, it doesn't have to be epic to anybody else. It just has to be epic to you. But I do think, and when we're living with intention every day, and we're living more authentically, right? You get to live more authentically, more transparently. And I think when you are really, truly being authentic, that's when you really have the best of yourself to give to others. So, you know, there's a little bit of selfishness in it, but once it kind of comes full circle, there's also some selflessness in it as well. And I think it's important to live kind of by that 50-50 split. You know, you do half of your time for yourself, and then you do half of your time giving to others as well. I think it's important to have that balance, right? Yin and yang, right? You don't want to be too much on one side and too much on the other side, because I think that kind of starts breaking us down, right? It starts breaking down our soul. So by having that balance, keeps the body strong, keeps the mind sharp, but at the same time, it keeps the soul grounded too. Hey, you want to guess again which way we got to go? I won't do that to you again today. We're going this way. So if you're new to this channel is really all about my miscellaneous stuff, right? So my non-martial arts, non-fitness, and health, wellness stuff like that. I do that on my other channels, Kali Center and Longevity Flow Arts. But on this channel, you'll find more like the miscellaneous stuff. So what will you see on this channel? You'll find like this. So my hiking adventures, travels, gardening, thoughts, philosophies, even some projects. And actually, I got some crazy huge projects coming up in the future in about a year or so, because I'm going to be making a big move very, very soon. So, you know, if you want to kind of stay in tune and see what's happening with all that, make sure to subscribe. And let's go up here. As promised, will now be delivered. Maybe that was my purpose. Let's go check out these bluffs up here, because the views are amazing. There we go. Oh yeah. We got some smoke back there, some burning. This is where everybody around here comes to get photos, take wedding pictures and graduation pictures and all that kind of cool stuff. Because it's pretty amazing. Who would have thought that this was in the middle of the Midwest? Well, kind of the southern tip of the Midwest, so not really in the middle. Down here Used to be an amazing persimmon tree that they cut when they were redoing all this. They grew the best persimmons ever. Maybe it'll come back in 20 years. I can't help but to imagine maybe 3 billion years ago, this is what Mars might have looked like. Back in the day, flourishing with foliage and fauna. Probably not, but never know. Could. We didn't have videos back then. There was no YouTube. Right? Everything that happened before YouTube never happened. So right now I am standing on what is called Camel Rock, and that is the camel's head. I'll head over that way, over there, and then I'll give you a better view of the camel. That way you can see it. It is such a beautiful day out today. It's like 62, 63 degrees, so like that, so in the low 60s. So I think that's what, like 15, 16 degrees Celsius for all my non-Fahrenheit friends out there. Here's one of my favorite views. I've done so many videos up here on this exact bluff. For the heck of it, let's do a little triangle pose right here. Something simple. All right, so here is the infamous Camel Rock. Check it out. So, Camel Rock, you can see the hump, the body, the head. This actually made it on one of the US currencies. It was on a quarter, I believe it was the year 2016 quarter. So if you ever find a 2016 quarter, flip it around to the tail side, and you should see Camel Rock on there. I believe it was 2016. Could have been 15 or 17, but pretty cool. Oh, all right. That was a great hike. Beautiful day. Got some miles in, but the vlog is not over, so make sure to keep watching. Hey, let me know if there is anything that you would like to see or you'd like me to share in these video blogs. If you have any questions that maybe you'd like me to answer for you, just let me know those down in the comments below. Your ideas are always helpful. You know, even though I enjoy making these videos kind of as my own video journal, I do want these videos to have value and meaning for you. Maybe that's, you know, giving you some different ideas that you can try out and incorporate, or give you some inspiration, answer some questions, anything like that. So just let me know any thoughts, ideas, questions down in the comments. Don't be a stranger. All right, so dinner is made. Just got a little bed of rice right here with some vegetables, some zucchini, some portobello mushrooms, and some onion. It's got different herbs and seasonings on it, different spices, and then salmon, wild caught salmon, none of that farmed crap. I've had quite a few people DM me on my Instagram at PaulColliFlow, asking me about what my diet is. And they're wondering if I follow a strict like carnivore diet or vegetarian vegan diet, or if I do more of like a paleo or anything like that. And my answer is always no. I don't have any particular diet to say. I just try to eat whole foods. I try to stay away from the processed stuff. I don't like eating my stuff out of a box. I like having real whole foods. And I'm looking forward, once again, real soon, eating pretty much strictly out of the garden. I am going to go enjoy my dinner right now. I'll see you back here in a little bit when I'm done. All right, it is time for me to start winding down. I'm making some tea. So right over here in all these jars here, this is different herbs and stuff for teas and tea blends that was grown in the garden. And tonight's tea is a blend of lemon balm, thyme, and rosemary. Let me show you what I do for a little snack as well. So this is my snack. It's just a little bowl of grapes. Instead of having cookies or sugars and stuff like that, you know, because I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, I want some sugars and stuff, I do fruit. So I'll either do grapes or I'll do berries, you know, usually something like that. So I'm gonna get a little bit of work done, do a little bit of editing on a new video that I'm gonna be releasing soon on one of my other channels. And then I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna relax for the rest of the night until bedtime. So, hey, thanks so much for joining me on this vlog today. Hopefully you liked it, got something out of it. Make sure to subscribe because the adventure is just starting. There's so much coming, there's so much to do. Feel free to leave me any comments, hit the thumbs up button, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you next time. What's up, Goji? Goji.